I stand today to adjourn in memory of a young man by the name of Vance Trevor Robinson, a name that probably means nothing to many of you folks. He was a 26-year-old young man who lived in my neighborhood, and I had the pleasure of calling a friend. Born in Inglewood in 1995, Vance was raised by his grandparents in Gardena, right around the corner from me. Vance was educated at Gardena schools. He attended my alma mater, Percy Elementary School. Then he went on to Maria Regina Middle School, and he graduated from Sierra High School. Vance was an avid student athlete who enjoyed playing a wide variety of sports, from baseball, football, and basketball. It was through baseball that I met him. As a 10-year-old, I was blessed to coach for 16 years, and he was one of the young men who impacted my life and allowed me to instill what little I knew about baseball into him. But I believe he instilled more with me, and his love for life, his funny sense of humor. And he would kind of be described as a know-it-all, but not in a cocky sense. He was a know-it-all because he was a well-read, inquisitive kid. He was a precocious kid, and I enjoyed every minute of him playing with me. And a funny story, we made the playoffs that year, but unfortunately, Vance wasn't able to play because the week leading up to the playoffs, he's riding his mini bike through the neighborhood, and he zips out in front of a car, and he gets hit. And got banged up pretty bad, nothing serious, but he was in crutches and a cast, and most kids would have stayed at home recuperating and mending their injuries. Vance was on the team bench cheering for his colleagues in that playoff, and that's who Vance was. He's just an amazing young man. He also attended Reggie Bush's football camp in San Diego. Through the camp, he met many NFL players and even presented him with an NFL football signed by a lot of the Hall of Famers. Vance even played at Dodger Stadium after playing for me with his Little League team, won the division title. As a sophomore at Sierra High School, Vance made aviation history. He was the youngest individual to solo in the United States. He did it on his 16th birthday out of Hawthorne Memorial Airport, right around the corner from my house. Most students started training as a pilot at 16, but Vance couldn't wait. He started at 14. As stated, he was just always ahead of his time, just always engaged, inquisitive, and wanted to learn. He logged more than 150 hours in the air, and it was his dream to become a commercial pilot, and had he not been taken away from us so suddenly, I have no doubt he would have done that. I, as well as many other elected officials, have recognized his incredible achievements and his hard work in just a short period of time. Vance strongly believed whatever your mind can conceive, you will achieve, because if it's meant to be, it's up to me. As I stated, he was sharp, he was smart, he was enthusiastic, he was funny, he was just an all-around sportsman and just a great individual. And I just want to thank his grandfather for always keeping me up to date on what Vance was involved in. His memory will be kept alive by the people who embraced him, embraced his passion, and the countless others who were inspired by his legacy that he created at such a young age. Again, I extend my deepest condolences to his grandparents and to all of his friends and the folks in the neighborhood. Members, I ask that we adjourn in memory of Vance Trevor Robinson.